Yo guys, what is up? This is Harry Talks Movies and TV, and this is my review for the new Predator movie, Prey. So Prey is a sort of a prequel, sequel, sort of just a basic. It's just a Predator movie that is set in, I'm not sure what year it is, but it's set around the time of Native Americans, and it's about Predator, or the Predator hunting this young Native girl, who is played by Amber Mid Thunder. I want to say her name is. I know the last name was Mid Thunder. I do not remember the first name, but yeah, it's played by her, and so the basic premise is just Predator versus a Native American girl, which you may be thinking, oh, how are they going to make that realistic? They actually do. They do quite a good job at that. So I'm going to start off by saying there's been a lot of hype around this movie, and I've been extremely excited for this movie. Ever since I saw the first trailer, I thought it looked awesome, and there's been a lot of hype around it. The first reviews were great coming out. Most people love it. I think it has like a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes. A lot of people are loving this movie. A lot of people are calling it the best Predator movie ever. Now, I also want to start off by saying I'm not necessarily a Predator fan. I have not seen any of the Predator movies, but for some reason I know the basic premise of Predator, and for some reason this movie just really interested me, and I was really excited for it. And everybody loves it. Well, most people love it. A lot of people are calling it the best Predator movie since the original. A lot of people are calling it the best Predator movie ever. And I am going to say that I was disappointed by this movie. Now, that's not to say I didn't enjoy it. By the end of it, I did walk away. I walked away from this movie saying I said that I enjoyed it. Overall, I enjoyed it. I ended up enjoying the movie. But I would say that it is not as good as everybody is saying it is. I think it definitely has problems. I think it just moves really slow for a Predator movie. Like, there are some moments of great tension, like that moment. There's going to be spoilers in this video, so here's a quick warning about that. Just, yeah. There's a scene where she's stuck in like sort of a mud pit and she can't get out, and she's like throwing her axe at the thing to get it. That's a really tense scene that's done really well. And yeah, so I feel like there's a lot of really good tense scenes in the movie, and the third act I think is actually really great and really clever. The way she defeats Predator is really entertaining and really awesome. That last fight is awesome. There's really cool fight scenes. The bit where he kills the bear, all that stuff, is really cool. But I will say, for a Predator movie, it moves incredibly slow at times, and it's like just a lot of schlock, it feels like. And I know that it's supposed to be character development, but a lot of walking scenes. Not much. Okay, what I expected this movie to be was her trying to trap and kill the Predator, setting up traps, following it. Obviously, Predator is the one who hunts, and she's the prey, obviously. And in the end, we sort of do get more of her hunting him. So yeah, that's okay. I would have probably preferred for this movie to be her hunting him the entire time, because basically, so what happens is, I don't remember what the ritual is called, but there's sort of this coming of age ritual that the Native Americans do, where the boys, they go out and they have to hunt an animal and bring it back. And she's a girl, so she's not, they don't let the girls go out and hunt, but she really wants to. And so there's this ritual. I cannot remember what it's called. It starts with a K. I don't know if I want to say ritual. I say tradition. I feel like rituals just doesn't. That's not it. There's like a tradition where they go and they hunt this animal of their choice to prove themselves as a warrior, and she's not allowed to because she's a girl. However, she wants to, and she ends up, being like, okay. By the end of the movie, she's like, okay, I'm gonna use this animal or this creature as my, as my gift, my offering for this tradition to prove myself. So that was cool. I liked that aspect of it. I feel like this is definitely a streaming movie. A lot of the CGI is, especially with the bear, the CGI did look a little bit funky, and sometimes you can tell that the wolves are CG and stuff, which that's okay. Obviously, it doesn't need to look perfect, but it did the job, so that was fine. Yeah, so I will say the stuff with the French people, that fight was really cool. Like at the end of it, when they were being used as bait, that was really cool. But when she was in the cage and they had that English guy trying to talk to her, it was just a lot of slowness, and it was a lot of building up to just this one big fight. And I feel like we didn't really need that. It should have just been it's for an action movie. There's not too much action in it. There's not a lot of dialogue either, but there certainly is just not a lot of action in this movie. There's like 4 or 5 action scenes that are really good. When the movie does have action, it's really really good. But when it does not, it just moves really slow. I'm very disappointed that I didn't love this movie because I was so incredibly excited for it. But yeah, I think it was you know, I enjoyed it. I did like it. I liked the movie. I just didn't love it because I think it definitely had problems. It's very gory, by the way. I will just warn you about that. It's quite a gory movie. Obviously, it's a Predator movie. It's going to be gory, but it was more than I expected. So yeah, that's my review of Prey. I would recommend it. I think go check it out for yourself and see what you think of it. But anyway, guys, that's the end of my review. If you liked this review, please like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you're interested, or if you've seen it, or if you liked it in the comments below. Check out my other videos on my channel, my other reviews, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.